Hi and welcome back. I'm Ruta,
And I'm Edie.
and today on March the 2nd, we're going to be asking our guides for a question. So some of you have been reaching out and asking for some clarity in regards to things that are in your life that are pertaining to a very big thing, such as purpose. So today we're going to be asking the guides to give us some clarity in regards to the purpose that we are trying to understand on your behalf.
So in the first position, we have the compromise card. In the second position, we have the self-control card. In the third position, we have the new beginnings card. And in the fourth card, the overall theme, it is pertaining to business. This is the business card. So for those of you who are listening, to understand your purpose, it feels like to me that there has been a lot of compromise in the past. And so with this card inverted, it tells me that in order for you to have mastered yourself, there's no room for compromise. In fact, it is about self-control and about expressing yourself properly. It's about working with others, but compromise is, you don't want to compromise your self-control. You don't want to compromise your new beginnings. You don't want to compromise your hopes and dreams with business. So I feel like the self-purpose part of this is pertaining to new businesses. So some of this energy of Venus that's come in as of late is working with interpersonal relationships with others so that you can start your own business. That's one of the main things that's coming through. So no compromising. Know what you know and understand that you've been through what you've been through, and you're not going to compromise in what you know. When people are asking you to do that, they don't know things from your position. So, you can be polite and thank them for their cooperation and move along to somebody who has the same vision as you in mind. So having self-control and being focused in what you want to create with a business, know what you want, and in those ways there starts to be a new beginning. So each one of these cards is working with a special energy. So the compromise card is working with master teacher energy. So it tells me that whatever business it is that you're going to be opening and doing, and if you're not doing that, it is a good time to start that. So you're meant to teach what it is that you're really interested, the passion that comes from your heart. So the master teachers are working with you so that you're learning about what compromise actually is. I feel the main thing is that you don't compromise your self-control and your higher self. So when you have self-control, then you're in contact with your higher self on a regular basis. You're listening to your inner intuition, your inner voice. You're in alignment with what your spirit is trying to help you to live. You are naturally living in that. So your life is, very happy when you have this. If you were to compromise in those things, your business is not going to work. So your self-discipline, you have to have a regular schedule. You have to be disciplined. You have to conduct yourself in an orderly fashion with business. You can't do it haphazardly. If you're going to do it haphazardly, it feels like that's compromising your ideals with self-control, so that it's not going to be successful. So the way to be successful is to have this specific self-control. So work on that. Work on a little bit of a schedule for yourself. If you don't have a business already and you're gearing towards it, then maybe start to make an actual business plan. Don't sit back and just have a daydream about what's going on, but put the plan into action now. And don't get what you want by doing something you don't really want to do. let's say you have a really great idea for a business, and someone that you don't particularly like or respect has a lot of money, and you don't have a lot of money, and you want them to join in with you because they have money, and they're willing to do it. They think what you are doing is a good idea. However, if this person is compromising your ideals with specific things that you're doing, how much of a help is that really going to be in the long run when you know what you have, the product that you have, or the service that you have, or the thing that you're creating is going to serve the greater good? And I do feel that is an underlying part of what it is that people are trying to do now. There is a passion from in the heart coming from the energy of Venus that is to do things from love, from a space of love.
Compromise, a healthy way to compromise things is to, as well as self-control, is to lay the boundaries when it comes to family and friends. So when you're just starting a project, set some boundaries for the time so that when, let's say you have kids, or your parents are very curious and are eager to help you in regards to the things that you're starting. So just ask them to so kindly to lay down your boundaries and say no, what, this is time for me to do something that I need to do, and just trust me with this, that what I'm doing is, when I need your help, I will ask for it, but for the time being, please grant me this space and time to do what I need to do, and just have trust. So that's laying a very healthy foundation where they wouldn't get actually offended by you.
Yeah, because if you just disappear and start doing your own work, people feel that you're retreating away from them, and they don't understand it, and they get in fear. So even just reassuring them, saying that you're doing the best you can to work on this specific thing, and they understand that. People understand that, and they will respect that.
What I'm also picking up is, for some of you, yes, you might be starting a business, but for some of you, the business that you might be starting is actually you're working on yourself. You might be going through some kind of you've been wanting to do a cleanse of some sort for the longest time, or start some kind of a new study or path or something. And so this is the time for you to start, tapping into the self-mastery. So that is a huge endeavor that you're you want to embark upon, and in that the cards are saying, yeah, go for it. Just remember about the fact that there is still has to be some kind of a little bit of self-control, because you can't just all of a sudden disappear out of the world and just it's all about you and self-mastery. There should be some kind of a balance, and so the cards are showing that there is a balance. It's a healthy balance, so maintain that. And
yeah, it's interesting because I'm feeling the guides from the divine energy of the new it's called the Divine Father, and that group is putting out the new beginnings. So think about maybe how a father, the ideal father figure, would be towards you, helping you in a new beginning. They're going to give you ideas. They're going to give you a helping hand. They're going to open doorways for you if they're able to. They're going to shine light on different things. And in this card, it's got a bunch of little stars going around and a helping hand coming up from the heavens, coming down, opening the door for you. It's actually opening the door. So that means call on our ancestors, call on the help that we have from the past to help us have new beginnings, to help us set some things straight, in contact with our higher self. And so also this Divine Father energy is a push forward into doing something we would not normally have the confidence in doing. Through self-control, we gain the confidence, and we say, well, let's give this a try. And so there's really no harm done. And when that's come from the heart, the business is successful no matter what it is, whether it's maybe starting a new exercise routine or an actual business, which I do feel is this, or even a marriage or partnership, or it could be a new job of any kind, or a new business. So those are really exciting things to be looking forward to.
So for some of you that have been asking for purpose, of actually the clarity in regards to the purpose. So the purpose is never something that's it's right here in front of you. It's never that. It's we find out our purpose through motion. So we put our thought towards something, we gain clarity in regards to, okay, I'd like to go into that direction. And when we start moving forward, the purpose start coming in.
As we experience the life, it comes in bit by bit, and you sort of have the aha moments that are like
along the every step. Yeah.
This is what I'm supposed to do, and usually it's afterwards,
after
the struggle, and you're looking back, going, oh, So in the business card, when you look at it, it's Venus, the goddess Venus, smiling down on people's prosperity and love, and everybody's happy in all regards, and it opens your heart when you can trust people and you can work with people. And those are amazing cards to be having today. Very, very great cards for the purpose, for understanding your purpose in life. So I feel like if you want more clarity, there's more in-depth readings that we have concerning the purpose of life. So if you would like to have that, you can contact us and ask us, and we can go from there. So hope you enjoyed your reading, and the guides will be blessing you today on your endeavors. Enjoy.
And we'll see you tomorrow.